It's me and Howard. The Honda CB750 Hornet is a bike that defines classic cool. The meticulous attention to detail on the chrome and engine
Is the new Honda CB750 Hornet really the undisputed king of the middleweight naked bikes? For years, this segment has been a battleground, but Honda has come out swinging with a machine that promises exhilarating performance at an incredible value. A lot of people are talking about its high-revving, all-new 755cc parallel twin engine, but specs on a page don't tell the whole story. I'm here to show you how it really feels on the road and if it truly lives up to the hype. In this review, we're going deep into the riding experience, the features you will actually use, what I loved and what I didn't, and my final verdict on who should and shouldn't buy this motorcycle. Let's get into it. Forget the spec sheet for a minute. Let's talk about the feeling. The moment you throw a leg over the Hornet, you notice how slim and compact it is. The 795mm seat height is approachable, and the handlebars position you in a comfortable, slightly aggressive stance. It's a bike that feels ready for action, but doesn't intimidate. In the city, the Hornet is an absolute scalpel. Its low weight and responsive chassis make it incredibly easy to maneuver through congested streets. The first thing you notice is the throttle response in standard mode. It's smooth and predictable, with no jerky surprises. The bike feels light and flickable, allowing you to change direction with just a thought. The clutch is feather-light and heat management from the engine is excellent, even when you're stuck in stop-and-go traffic on a warm day. It's a phenomenal commuter. But this bike is no mere city runabout. Get it onto the highway, and that engine begins to reveal its true character. At 70 miles per hour in sixth gear, the bike is settled with minimal vibration through the bars or pegs. There's a bit of wind blast, of course. It's a naked bike, but it's manageable. The real magic happens when you need to overtake. A quick roll-on of the throttle, and the Hornet surges forward with an urgency that will make you grin every single time. There's no frantic downshifting required, just pure, accessible torque, right where you need it. This, however, is the Hornet's natural habitat. This is where it all comes together. The chassis is a masterpiece of balance and feedback. It tips into corners with an effortless grace, holds its line with unwavering stability, and rockets out the other side. The suspension, while not high-end adjustable, is brilliantly tuned from the factory for real-world roads. It soaks up mid-corner bumps without getting flustered, keeping you connected to the pavement. The brakes offer strong, progressive power, giving you the confidence to brake later and harder. And that engine, above 6,000 revolutions per minute, it comes alive with a thrilling top-end rush that begs you to push it to its red line. It's addictive, engaging, and pure, unadulterated fun. Honda has kept the tech package on the Hornet simple but effective. The full-color TFT display is bright, clear, and easy to read at a glance, even in direct sunlight. The layout is logical, a large digital speedo and a bar-style tachometer. But is it easy to use? Let's try changing the traction control settings. A few clicks on the intuitive four-way toggle on the left switchgear, and you can cycle through the levels or turn it off completely. It's a system designed by riders, for riders. It gives you the information you need without being a distraction. The rider aids are similarly well implemented. The Honda Selectable Torque Control, or Traction Control, has 3 levels. In its standard setting, it's a seamless safety net intervening so smoothly you barely notice it. When you downshift aggressively into a corner, the slipper clutch prevents the rear wheel from hopping or skidding, keeping the chassis stable. These aren't gimmicks. They are genuinely useful features that make you a safer, more confident rider. Other practical touches stand out. The all-LED lighting isn't just for show. It throws a powerful wide beam that offers excellent visibility on dark roads. And the self-canceling indicators are a small quality-of-life feature you quickly come to appreciate. You make your turn, and a few seconds later, they simply turn off. It's one less thing to think about. What I loved. Without a doubt, the engine is the star of the show. The beauty of this parallel twin is its incredible dual personality. It's docile, friendly, and manageable below 5,000 revolutions per minute, making it a perfect city companion. But twist the throttle past 6,000 revolutions per minute, and it transforms into a snarling, exhilarating beast that pulls hard all the way to its red line. This versatility is its greatest strength. It's 2 bikes in one. What I didn't love. However, no bike is perfect. My biggest disappointment is the stock exhaust note. For an engine with so much character, the sound is incredibly muted and generic. It's begging for an aftermarket exhaust to unleash its true voice. Secondly, the mirrors. While they look sharp, they prioritize form over function. Your primary view is of your own elbows, meaning you'll be doing frequent head checks to see what's behind you. Something you won't see in other reviews is the genuinely impressive underseat storage. I was shocked. In a class of motorcycle where you're lucky to fit the owner's manual, the Hornet has real usable space. I easily fit my phone, my wallet, a disc lock, and could probably have squeezed in a thin rain liner. For a naked bike, that is a game-changing level of practicality. So who is the Honda CB750 Hornet perfect for? This is the ultimate motorcycle for the rider stepping up from the smaller 300 or 500cc bike. It offers a massive leap in performance without the intimidating cost or weight of a full liter bike. It's for the experienced rider who wants a fun, affordable, and reliable second bike for weekend blasts. It's for the daily commuter who wants their ride to be the most exciting part of their day. But who should look elsewhere? If your primary goal is long-distance, multi-day touring, you'll want more wind protection and comfort. You should be looking at an adventure tourer like Honda's own Transalp or a Kawasaki Versys 600. And if you are a dedicated track day enthusiast, you would be better served by a purpose-built supersport with more aggressive ergonomics and top-tier adjustable suspension. The Hornet can do a track day, but it's not its specialty. That's my take on the 2026 Honda CB750 Hornet. It's an incredible machine that offers an unbeatable combination of performance, fun, and value. But I really want to know what you think. What's your favorite feature? Do you think the exhaust note is a deal breaker? Or do you think a competitor like the Yamaha MT-07 or the Suzuki GSX-8S is a better deal? Let me know in the comments below. I read all of them. Thanks for watching this review on Bike Blasters. If you found this helpful and you want more honest, in-depth reviews, hit that subscribe button. You won't want to miss what's next. Next week, I'm getting my hands on the brand new Suzuki GSX-8S to see if its engine and chassis can compete with the Hornet. It's going to be a battle you won't want to miss. See you in the next one.